Hello everybody, at least all you miniatures enthusiasts on the interwebs. I'm Daki and it's another Monday. It is in fact the Monday the 22nd of March 2021 and I'm here to ramble. Right off the bat we have these resin cave people and Cro-Magnons from Fenrir Miniatures. And well, the thing with people from a time period like this is there's not a lot you can do color wise. It's going to be earth colors, it's going to be browns and grays. There's not a lot you can do about that. I added some splashes of color with some beads and feathers they have in their hair, but that's about it. That's all you can do. So it's a little boring, but you know, I'm not prepared to dump realism completely. You know, sometimes, you know, I'll go with fantasy before realism, but in this case, it would be too weird. And you know, these were nice figures. I like the sculpts, and they were easy to paint. And yeah, no real issue. The only real and of course the fact, as I've established, these are bigger than what I normally paint. These are 32mm scale instead of 28, which made them easier to paint. However, they're not quite to scale with other minis. So we're gonna have to say this tribe is somehow they're taller than the other tribes for whatever reasons of hereditary. So anyway, yeah, not much else to say really. They're done, and let's look at other figures. And I also finished a couple of big monsters. So these are prehistoric weird alligator, and of course the Ankylosaurus. It's not called that, it's called something else. I forget what they called it in the Reaper catalog. I went with the contrast on this guy, really dark scales, scaly skin, and the lighter spikes and nodules. Instead of going bright all over. I don't know. I think it looks sort of effective. And this guy is mostly just naturalistic colors, kind of drab, but also has the spikes. I have this thing where I tend to always paint spikes like a light bone color. I know that in nature horns and the like are often dark, they're often black, but I don't think that looks good on a miniature. If I was going to paint like black spikes, I would have had to make the skin very light to contrast that, because you always need contrast on miniatures. That's rule number one. Better that goes above and beyond any realism considerations. Anyway, yeah, that's all the finished stuff. 9 models, that's okay. So what's on the table?
So say hello to my little friends. So these are the character minis that I prepped. The ones in front are the ones I told you about last week. These Savage Orcs. They're prep primed, and I've started base coating some stuff, like some metal, some very rough ideas. I thought it looked like they had some metal on them, and I thought, let's make it bronze instead of iron, because the other ones have like Stone Age stuff, like flint equipment, so yeah, they shouldn't have too advanced metal working. Anyway, in the back we have what I picked out from the latest shipment from Reaper to paint. we have the latest Bones model, this wizard, and then we have 3 older metal models of pirates. Now this one was interesting. There were options for her left hand. She could have had a pistol or 2 different swords that looked very similar. They were both cutlasses or hangers. Or this bottle, and I went with the bottle. This guy had this sheathed sword, and the hat were a separate piece that had to be glued on. And a back scabbard, really? Oh well. Let's hope he's just carrying it that way. He's not gonna try to draw it that way. This guy was 1 piece though. Nothing tricky about this model at all. A very nice figure. So, as you can see, I've just started to work on them. These guys in the back are just they're primed, and then I've given a wash of very thin black to pick out the detail, so I can see where the lines between all the various parts are. That helps me when planning out the painting. So, what else we got?
Well, here's Mumlek, primed and ready. The main thing I had to do was straighten out his club. It was bent, and I used hot and cold water to fix that. And then the base, I did not cut him off the integral bases I warned I might do. I just tried to fill the rest of the base out so it doesn't, so there's not as much difference. And I added some stuff to it, and it's primed. I'll do a few more passes with the airbrush to get down some base coats because he's such a big monster. Doing it all by brush is a bit time inefficient, but we'll see. We'll see. So there's nothing really new to talk about this week in the way of new arrived stuff. My latest package from Reaper, the March order, is in the country, and it's passing through customs, and I've paid my duties, and you know, I'm hoping it'll be here next week. You know, within the coming week, that is. If not, no biggie. I've still got other stuff to paint. So, to start up some projects for next Monday, I because I have some bones to pick, I will. This is the Fire Demon I got the other week. This is probably, I think, the only Reaper Bones model I have to paint now that I've finished off the Kickstarter. So, hey, why not get to it? And the other thing I thought about is next week is the week before Easter. It's the week leading up to Easter weekend. So, do I have anything that's Easter themed? Well, not really, but perhaps we can make this work. It's not Easter bunnies. It's bunny girls. This is a Kickstarter I backed a couple of years ago, I think, for a bunch of girls in Playboy bunny costumes. And some of them are just standing around, but a lot of them, like the first ones I showed you, have weapons. These ones have swords and katanas and bats, and some of the others have guns. I'm not finding them right now. It's just a lot of bunny ears in these. But I'm pretty sure that I saw some guns in here before. That's, I know, it's kind of a stretch, but I'm going for it. I'm going to paint the bunny girls and the Fire Demon for Christmas, because why the demon? Well, I don't know.
aren't all holidays pagan holidays originally. No, I don't think. Actually, I think Easter is one of the few that isn't. That's a Jewish holiday to start with, isn't it? But oh well. I'm going for it. So that's my new project, and join me next week to find out what they look like, prepped and primed, hopefully. Until then, just click like on this video, subscribe if you haven't done so, share the video, comment, and all that good stuff. But I will see you again 1 week from now, same day of the week, same channel, same Dakion. But for now, I'm signing off.